Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm actually traveling and transiting between different cities right now, and I wanted to drop a truth bomb because I was just off a call with a Canadian newcomer, and I'm so sad and surprised that people are still making the same mistakes that they made back in 2007 when I landed. Number one, do you need Canadian work experience to get a job in Canada? This is the question, and this is the myth that everybody is throwing around saying, oh, I won't get a job because of Canadian work experience. Let's break that down. What is Canadian work experience? Do you have the knowledge of the Canadian consumer? Do you understand the habits of the Canadian consumer? Do you understand what it takes to get a Canadian consumer to say yes to you? If you don't have the answers to this question, that means you don't have Canadian work experience. It doesn't matter where you're from. You need to understand the marketplace. If you're trying to sell something or get a consumer to say yes to you, it might be a SaaS platform, it might be a tech platform, it might be a B2C company, it might be a fintech company, a health tech company. You have to have the ability to connect with a Canadian and be able to win their trust and then finally get them to say yes in whatever role you're trying to apply for the company. So if you're not able to get the recruiter to say yes to you, how can you get a Canadian consumer who's a completely stranger to say yes to you? So how do you build up this experience? How do you demonstrate the value you can bring? So the tactics and the experience that you have from your home country or multiple markets around the world, how do you prove that it'll work in Canada? So volunteer time, take a small project, a 1 month project, 2 month project, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. There are a lot of projects where you can volunteer your time for startups, for nonprofits, and you can demonstrate that you were able to take them from 0 to 1. You can demonstrate that you were able to execute and the strategies that you've implemented actually brought value to the organization, increased their efficiency, increased their profits, added to their bottom line, increased their consumer, increased their traffic to the website. So this is important. And you need to understand and you need to bust this myth. So do you have the ability to communicate the value of the product or the service that you're pitching to your consumer and get them to say yes? Now, this can be in finance. You're presenting a report. Are you able to present it in a way that the Canadian consumer is able to understand? Or this might be in marketing. This might be in HR about a new policy or a new recruitment practice that you want to introduce. Are you able to communicate that effectively to show the value to the bottom line or the benefits to the team and how they can save time and money in implementing this new strategy? And how do you test that out? And you can test that out by volunteering your time for small projects and see, hey, am I able to do it effectively? And also understanding the Canadian work culture and how people communicate with each other. I've talked about this multiple times. I've referred to books on my LinkedIn profile that actually talk about the style of business communication, office communication, the communication in the water cooler, how the Canadian style of speaking to each other at the workplace is different from the American style, is different from the Australian or the British style or the Indian or the Nigerian style. So you need to understand the non-verbal cues and be able to implement that. So to wrap today's session up, and I want to thank everybody to join us. You can click on and join our Wisen Up platform, download the app, follow me on LinkedIn to get more insights and to save yourself time and the headache of making the same mistakes over and over again. If you are trying to get a result and you're doing the same things over and over again, it's time for you to change your actions and your strategy in order to get different results. You want better results? Change your strategy, change what you've been doing, trying to get your first job. So I want all of you to take note and understand that the necessity to understand the Canadian consumer and to build relationships with Canadian consumers is the game changer for you to find your first job. If you're going to sitting behind a laptop and you're sending in resumes and then you're expecting people to call you back, that's not going to work. It's a very competitive market out there. There's lots of people applying for the same jobs you're applying. You got to figure out how you stand out, and you are the top 10 percentile. That means the top 10 applicants for that job. All the best. I'll see you on the side. Stay tuned for more updates on how to save yourself time and money and land yourself the first job in Canada. Wisen up. I'll see you on the other side.